Yeah, everybody, it is right about now. Jason Suel joined by Marcy Michaels right about now.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
You know, we've been here prepping for a little bit, and
Yeah.
I think this is the first time I've looked at you in the face.
Hi.
Hi,
I'm
that's what you look like
Marcy.
today. Uh, how's it going?
It's good. I don't know why, but it feels like I haven't seen you in forever. But
I know it was
been
just
the normal
it was just
time.
last week. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been the normal time. I think because we spent so much time together with Good Day.
Yes, and then in the initial stages of this, kind of getting it launched and off the ground, we were
Yeah.
seeing each other a lot. So
So-
it's been a minute.
A week is a long time.
A week is a
now
long
to
time.
be
I know.
apart.
Having withdrawals.
Yeah, and I think because you've gotten a haircut
I did.
since I last saw you.
I did.
I like it.
You had a term for the haircut that I now have.
Oh.
Remember, it's like a high, tight fade side.
It was a
cut.
medium. It was
was
a medium something fade.
Yes.
Yeah, my son told me about medium. What are the cool kids saying?
I don't know, because I don't know what to say to my hairdresser now. I'm like, now we know. It's like, just do the thing that you've been
Then
doing. But
Start saying, what do the 11-year-olds ask you for?
yes,
Do that.
Do that thing.
Medium taper fade. That's
Taper
it.
fade.
Yes.
I don't even know what that means.
No.
But that's what I have, apparently.
Yeah. Well, it looks really good.
You know, amazingly, thank you. My son last week went to like Sport Clips or one of these clips shops
Yeah.
and knew exactly what he wanted. Like, I didn't have to do anything. Walked in and he did it all. He tagged himself in, he waited, he went to the chair, he said, "This is what I want."
You were with him?
I was with him and I
Okay.
just sat there kind of like, man, this is almost a big step.
Oh,
You know?
yeah. Wait,
So-
how old is he?
14.
Okay, he's 14. Yeah, that sounds right. I mean,
Yeah.
at 11, my son is starting to tell me what he wants. So,
Yes.
like, he has opinions on his hair.
Right.
So, I could see in 3 years, he's like, you just go have a seat. I'll handle this.
Yeah, exactly.
Good for him.
Totally.
2 more years, he'll be driving himself there, and
I
you
mean,
won't even
that's
be
right.
needed.
So I went across the street to the supermarket while he was having his
Oh.
haircut. I didn't even feel like I needed to be there.
Yeah. Oh.
I know,
And
but
so
I'm
it
okay with it.
begins.
I'm
Okay.
okay with it. You know, since we're talking about this, I was reading something that was trending right now called what do they call it? The Gen Z stare. Have you seen this?
No.
Okay. So what's going on right now is my son's generation, like people right now who are, I think Gen Z is like 13 to 20, early 20 somethings like
Okay.
that, whatever.
Okay.
But because their developmental, a big swatch of that time, their developmental years happened during COVID,
Mhm. Oh, yeah.
sometimes they struggle with like communicating.
Yeah.
So with other people in person, right? Because so many of their things happened over Zoom or happened virtually or
Yeah.
whatever. At the time you were just hanging out with your family.
Mhm.
So a couple of people have gone on TikTok and talked about how they get, particularly one that went viral was a stewardess on an airline talking about, or flight attendant on an airline talking about how they asked somebody to put their bags away and they just kind of got a stare and asked again and kind of just the person just stared at them. And then the mom had to say to the daughter, and still she kind of like didn't really respond.
Okay.
So anyway, that's kind of been a hot topic recently. Obviously, Gen Zers are coming back and saying that's not true, and you know it's
is this
a
to
situation.
say they're used to looking at a video screen?
I guess they're saying that there's something still to be learned from that generation about how to converse with people in a setting where you would normally expect a response.
Okay.
So I don't know. All that to say, my kids don't struggle with that.
Oh, yay!
It went on to say, like, they struggle even ordering in restaurants because they get anxiety. So they'll have
Yeah.
the person that they're there with order for them because they're not comfortable talking to
Yeah.
another person in a restaurant.
That's an interesting thought because I don't know if my son, if he's 11, does he fall into this?
He's right before that, but I mean, obviously there's some give and take there. But I mean, he grew up through COVID too.
Yeah, I guess he did. I feel like it's a cop out to blame COVID.
Right.
Because he can be shy when he should not be shy.
Right. And obviously there are exceptions to this thing. There's some
Yeah.
kids who are not going to struggle with that at all. But I do
Yeah.
find that an interesting phenomenon that's coming from the generation who grew up and had those developmental phases
Yeah.
of life
Yeah.
at a very interesting time for
Yeah.
the world.
It's a good
So,
point. But I will say, if that is true in some cases, in your household, look at who his role model is. I mean,
right.
they wouldn't.
They're fine.
Yeah, they wouldn't know. They would have already known your personality and how to communicate from you before COVID hit. I would, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no, totally. And we had them ordering their own meals at restaurants when they were very young. That was something
Yeah.
we were like big on. It was
Yeah.
like, hey, if we're going to go out to eat, the least you can do is tell the person what you would like to eat.
Yes. Yes. Oh, I love that. That's a great way to break them into.
Just break them into talking to other people,
Yeah.
strangers or whatever. It breaks
Yeah.
down a barrier and gets them used to talking to
Yeah.
somebody that they might not know.
Right.
So
Right.
anyway,
Oh, I love that.
we instituted that early on. Okay, you said that you're kind of like the phase before vacation.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah, I know. I remember. I was just there.
Yes, you were.
It's
I mean,
it's the worst.
It is. It reminds me of when I told my husband this. I was like, when we go out, when we have to have a babysitter, it's so much work.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to leave my girls that work for me to work an event while I'm gone, and I'm like, I feel like the same. Not they're totally capable, but it's a lot different when you're not there to run it. You have to spell things out, organize things differently, lots of extra communication. It's just, so that's one thing. And then we've got household projects that are going on. And then, like we're going to go see family. And I just found out we're doing a family picture.
Oh.
So we need this color of an outfit.
So everybody's wearing similar colors?
So yeah, we're going blue-green. So I had to go out and find the boys' blue-green shirts.
Yeah.
Just the little things on top of normal life. I got to find someplace for the dog to go.
With your business, are you nervous about
No.
leaving it?
No, they've done events on their own before, and this is our third year doing this event. And 2 of the 3 girls working have done it before too. So I'm not nervous at all. It's an easy one.
Yeah.
It's more, I just got to do a lot of prep to get them ready. And get everything handled because one of my girls is going to come by my house and get everything and pick it up. So it needs to be ready to walk out the door, which is fine. It's just another thing.
Another step. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
What's your people might not know. What is your business?
It's called Lux Links, and it is permanent jewelry, a charm bar, hair tinsel, and glitter tattoos. So we do pop-ups and private parties right now. We're on social at Lux Links NWA. And so we're always out and about in the community.
Yeah. Doing fun stuff like that.
It's super fun, super girly.
Where are you going on the trip?
Oh,
home?
Home, Indiana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you excited about that? You're like, yeah.
I am.
Okay, good.
So we are gonna go stay on the farm where my husband grew up in a separate cabin that we're renting. Well, I guess it's a little off the farm,
Right.
But one of his brothers lives there, so we'll see him and his family, and then his other brother in California is coming
Wow.
with his kids. So my husband is very excited to get all.
Are you staying all in the one? All of
No,
you staying in one
just-
place?
Just
No.
2 families.
Okay.
In this big
Right,
cabin.
the one from California?
Yeah.
And you all.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll stay there together. And then I have family and then one particular good friend that I want to see too. So I'm going to rent a car so that I can be going. And it's just like, where's home for you? Florida?
Me?
Yeah.
Arkansas.
Oh, it's Arkansas. Okay.
Yeah.
Like if you've ever lived far enough away from home that when you go home to
Oh, I
visit,
know.
it's a big deal.
Yes.
Like, I mean, for 10 years in Chicago, it was like a nightmare trying to see everybody.
Totally.
Or like I have 2 sisters. At one point or another, one of them wouldn't be speaking to me because they found out I came home.
Yeah.
And didn't tell them. But I
yeah.
didn't tell them because I didn't have time to see them.
That's it. We lived overseas for a little while in England, and when we would come home, it was like we had to map it out. We're going to be here for so many days, and I know we have to see this person, this person, this
Yeah.
person, this person, this person. So it was vacation, but it was also like you were checking things off the to-do list as you
Exactly.
went through the week.
Exactly. It's exhausting. I mean, we love it. We're excited to see
Right.
everybody, but it is very much a jigsaw puzzle. Like, okay, this is the schedule today,
Yes.
so I can get away at 4:00, and then I have to be back at 8:00 for this. I'll go see my sister here. My nieces are coming here. So it's kind of all over the place. Takes away a little bit of the fun, but once you get into it,
Yeah.
then it's not so bad. And then the other thing, thank goodness we have a cabin now, but have you been in the situation where you go and you stay with someone?
Yes.
And it's like, I can't invite you over here, so
Right.
see you at a restaurant.
Yeah,
or
got to go meet somewhere,
Yeah.
and then you got to go spend extra money, like to buy a coffee just to see them. You didn't plan on that, and it's like, oh, this was not in the budget, but I
Yes.
value spending time with you, so I'm gonna make this
Yes.
happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, it'll be fun. It'll fly by, and then when we come back, summer's nearly over.
I cannot believe that we're almost to. My kids go back to school August 11th. I don't know
Okay,
when you're
we're
going
the
back
12th.
to school. The 12th, right? So like
Mhm.
that same week, and I cannot believe we're already less than a month away from that.
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of sad about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I feel like I haven't done enough with them which is not true. They just came back from camp.
Right.
But I feel like I'm going to have to really make the
Ramp it
last few
up.
weeks count.
You got to.
We got to do the blue slide. Have you been there?
Yes, we've been to the blue slide
This
before.
year?
No, not
Oh,
this
okay.
year.
Okay, yeah.
I came home with an injury. Don't tell the backyard blue slide people.
What did you do?
No, it wasn't a big deal. I just kind of scraped up my back at the very.
Oh, I could see that.
Yeah, you know, it's.
Yeah.
If you don't know what we're talking about, just over the border in Missouri, there
Yeah.
is someone who has a giant slide carved into
Giant.
their backyard, and you go up and you rent kind of little, I don't know, little.
They're like
Slip and slide.
yoga pads,
It's
yoga
a
mats.
big, yeah, yoga mat. It's a big slip and slide in this person's backyard
Yeah.
that goes through all kinds of twists and turns. I don't know when that thing was made.
I don't know,
Uh,
but it's definitely one of those things I walked up to and I'm like, why
Same.
didn't I think of
Yes,
this?
yes. I'm sure this person is making bank.
So much money. Yes.
Okay, so tons of fun. We're going to come back in just a minute. Let's give you a little roadmap at what we are looking at. Some of the things we're looking at today. Summer box office is going strong. We're going to talk about some of those big hits that have happened. The ESPY Awards. The ESPYs happened very recently. So we got to break that down for you. And then we got some news on Ariana Grande's career
Yep.
and what she says about, singing versus acting and where she stands with all of that. So tons of fun, all of that coming back. So join us right after this quick break. We'll be right back with more right about now. Yes, welcome back right about now. Jason Suel, Marcy Michaels. Okay, pardon me. We were talking about the box office. We said we were going to get into some box office news.
Yeah.
Really exciting. I was able to see a couple of the movies that are like topping the charts
Yeah.
this box office season.
You're a movie going fool this summer.
You know, this summer we have been, and I feel like that's been kind of consistent across our family vibe for the last several summers.
Mhm.
We'll also go see things maybe like over the Christmas break, but
Yeah.
like during the fall and like spring, we really don't go that much. It's just like when the big stuff comes out, we go see it.
And it's, whenever I think of movies, I'm like, oh, why would I do that? There's so much to do outside.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's 140 degrees outside.
Right. So that's why the summer is great because it's cool
Yeah.
inside. Also, here in Northwest Arkansas, we've had so much rain.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, hey, if it's going to rain, let's just go hang out inside and watch them. It's kind of like cozy. You can hear the thunder going outside. You're just kind of staying in and watching the movie. So
Yeah. Agreed.
this past weekend, of course, it was Superman that topped the charts at the box office, which we did have the chance to go see as a family.
And
I think that everybody loved it.
Okay, good.
My son was the least enthusiastic about it, which was interesting because he said he thought parts of it were weird.
okay.
Now, I will say it is a little bit bizarre.
Okay.
James Gunn directed this one, and he's kind of like known for bizarre. So I was almost expecting it to be that way.
Okay.
And when I say bizarre, I mean it's a little more sci-fi. You know how like in a Batman movie, it's almost hyper realistic, but it
Yeah.
still feels real.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's many parts of this movie that are not real. They are very science fiction.
Oh, okay.
Right. So
Yeah.
like I think that's what he means when he says weird.
Yeah. Okay.
But be that as it may, it had some heartfelt moments. It was just really well done.
okay.
I think that one of the things about it is that for me, and I read a reviewer say this, Superman at the box office has kind of been hit or miss since Christopher Reeve did it, in the late 70s, early 80s.
Oh.
This gave you something to cheer for, which I think has been missing at the box office a little bit. You were
Yeah.
kind of cheering for those Marvel movies right at the beginning, and then
Yeah.
there got to be 50 of them, and you were like, I don't even know what I'm watching anymore.
Yes.
And this kind of returned to, if anything, it gave you a personality that you were like, yeah, go get them.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. It's not so convoluted
Not
anymore.
and speaking of that, it was very clear. Like this is team good. This is team bad. There wasn't like that turncoat, backstabber, or that person who is like kind of good and kind of bad.
Yeah. Okay.
You know,
okay.
it was a very clear line down the middle.
And do we like that?
These are the good people. These are the bad. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it made the story easier to follow.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Because you weren't like, oh, this person started out good and now they're bad.
Yeah. Okay.
And now
okay.
they're good again. You know, we didn't have any of that kind of what's going to happen in that respect. So
Okay. So overall, you liked
yeah,
it.
we liked it.
Okay.
Liked it.
What role did sorry, really quick, the Reeves kid,
I didn't even see him.
Oh.
That's how much of a
So
blip it
not a
must have
big
been.
role.
So what Marcy's referencing is that Christopher Reeve's son, his name's Will.
Will,
I think Will is in it for a hot second.
Very hot.
I was so caught up in the moment that are you saying Will's very hot? Or
No. I mean,
the moment was so
it
hot?
It was so hot that you didn't even catch it.
So hot, it was quick. Yes, so I didn't even catch it. And apparently there are a ton of other cameos.
Yeah.
And I
wonder if he was disguised with glasses and like
maybe I kind of think like there were some like maybe courtroom scenes or big crowd scenes that maybe he was in. James Gunn's brother, who has been in like all of his movies, has a very quick cameo at the end of this one.
Okay.
Potential for more because the character he played, I think, has bigger implications for the DC universe. But anyway, great. I thought this moment right here that we're watching between father and son, that was Paul Kent right there. It's very good, very well done.
Okay, well, worth the see then.
Worth it, yes.
Okay.
Another one, I know this was second at the box office, and we actually saw this one more recently than we even saw Superman, was Jurassic World Rebirth.
Yeah, what'd you think?
Eh.
My son saw it and really liked it.
Did he?
Yeah.
Well, that makes me happy.
Okay.
I think that it is all about bringing in another generation of fans who like the franchise.
Yeah.
And I've seen all of the movies, and I think I've seen all but one of them or two of them in the theater, right?
Okay.
So like it's big spectacle. It's what you want from a summer movie. It's popcorn popping. There's some humor in it. There's a lot of action.
Okay.
You know, I think the ending for me was just like, okay.
Oh, not the big.
I mean, it was big, and it was like, action heavy, all the fireworks and everything you would expect. It's just that I don't want to give too much away, but the creature they are battling at the end is like, okay.
Is it a bit much?
Yeah.
Like too much for?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just a bit like, what are we doing? You know, we took this. If you go back to Jurassic Park, this is a hot take. If you go back to Jurassic Park, right, it was about dinosaurs. Over time, right, because you got to keep offering more, everybody gets bored with watching dinosaurs, apparently. So they started, and I think this was true even in the book, although they didn't do a whole lot of it in the original movies. They started to like breed these dinosaurs with different species of dinosaurs. So you get these kind of weirdo dinosaurs that weren't a part of the real thing. And so that's what you end up with for part of this movie is you're seeing these kind of like, what am I looking at?
Yeah. And like I could see they've got to evolve to keep up
right.
with this younger generation
Absolutely.
that is used to that kind of thing.
Yes, totally, 100%. And I felt that it was sort of getting that way at the end of the last trilogy before this movie came out. I just kind of I was hoping there was a bigger, more massive, actual real-to-life dinosaur.
Oh.
But instead, it's kind of fabricated.
So that's the two movie reviews. That's been your issue.
Yeah.
Is it's too science fiction-y or...
Yeah, sometimes it just takes you
and
out of
it's
it.
too-
It takes you out of
Yeah.
the moment.
And
you
both
know?
of these are movies that you've seen the originals and where it started. And
Yeah.
it's like you're not loving where they're evolving to.
But I think it's evolving. You know, the flip side of that, it is evolving to include an entirely new generation, an entirely new generation of filmmaker.
And you know what it makes me think is like it mimics video games.
Oh, yeah.
And the weird stuff that's in video games.
Yes, you get some weird stuff in video games.
Yeah.
And your point is true, and I wonder why I didn't mind it as much in Superman as I did in the Jurassic World movie. I think maybe it is because I have read comic books and I know how weird and wild they are, so I'm just kind of like, well, that's comic book stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas it seemed like Jurassic Park, the OG, was rooted in, like, I know we're not going to make dinosaurs, right? But, like,
Right.
seems like we could in that movie. It was rooted in reality.
Yeah.
Um,
I
so
think we're getting old.
yeah, I
Because
think
we
that's
don't
it.
like change. We
I think
don't
that's
like
it.
change.
Who does? I'll tell you something I do like. Can we talk about this bucket? This
Yes.
So the Naked Gun is
Oh my
coming out.
gosh.
It's coming out real soon. I think next month, later this month.
Uh-huh.
But they have released, Hollywood is doing this thing right now where they are encouraging people to not only buy popcorn, movie theaters, I should say, not Hollywood necessarily, but
Yeah.
encouraging people to buy popcorn, not just that, but also buy the bucket.
Yes.
So last year, the movie Dune 2 had a striking bucket that everybody was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe they made that.
Okay.
And then Deadpool and Wolverine did some kind of a bucket thing last summer. And so, falling in line with all of that, we've got this new bucket from the Naked Gun when you can see that in theaters August 1st. So check this out.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there it is. So it's a beaver bucket, as it says right here on the screen. And it looked, you can eat popcorn out of the beaver's backside.
This is hilarious.
Yeah.
This is not what I was expecting, but
Right.
kind of genius. And I can see this being someone will buy this as a gift for
Yeah.
someone else.
For sure.
Yeah.
I think it would be, as a joke gift, obviously.
Yes.
But here we are. Does that make you? So what's your go-to at the movie theater? I think we've talked about this, but do you get popcorn?
Well, I don't know the last time I went without my kids. And
Right.
we always get popcorn for
Yeah.
them. I am, full transparency, the kind of person that will sneak in some snacks. But
Yeah,
I
we
only
talked
do
about that
it
too.
because I do buy snacks there too.
Yes, it's
So
a
I'm
both
not-
and.
Yeah.
You're supporting,
Yeah.
and also
Yeah.
that's too much money, so I'm gonna bring in my own.
Exactly. Like bottle of water, I got that at home.
Right.
Bringing that with me.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Yeah. My justification of that started when the boys were really young, and I thought, do you want me to bring their snacks that they'll eat, or do you want to hear a crying baby in the theater?
Yeah, right.
Right.
This
Okay.
is for you.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sacrificing
You're welcome
for you and everyone who is here in
Yeah.
the theater. So that's it. There's your bucket coming your way in theaters August 1st. The Naked Gun. Have you seen? No, we've talked about this. You've not seen any of these Naked Gun movies.
No, but this is hilarious. My husband probably has. He's a much bigger movie buff than I am. But
Yeah.
this is. I want one of these.
Oh,
Do
yeah.
you see what it says on his log?
Oh, is he Oh, he's on a log. I didn't even notice. Okay, he says nice beaver. Is that what it says?
Yeah.
That's a little sus.
Gift idea.
Cute, yeah, and you're calling it a cute
That's
gift idea.
hilarious.
I wonder what role the beaver plays in the movie, because I've seen the originals and I don't have a beaver standing out in my mind as doing anything in that movie. So it'll be interesting to see how.
Okay.
that-
Yeah,
how
I was
that-
gonna say I don't know what is. Okay, I have whoever's in charge of this. They need to bring what's the movie with the lamp, the leg lamp. What Christmas?
Oh
movie?
yeah, A Christmas
They
Story.
need to bring that to movie theaters and sell that as a bucket.
As a bucket.
That'd be so cool.
Oh, they could do that. They would do put that back in movie theaters this
Yeah.
Christmas season,
Yeah.
and you can get a big old leg lamp
Sell it. Yeah,
for G.
I could see that selling.
Yes, I could too.
Anyways, very cool.
Okay, what do we have time for? We did kind of Hollywood stuff. What do you want to get into?
Can I mention something that I
Yeah.
just thought of?
Oh, yeah.
When we were talking about video games?
Yes.
I just heard this story yesterday. Did you know that I think it's specific to Roblox for now? They're implementing AI technology in their, I don't know, whatever, to find out if a child is older than 13 or not. So when you know how you can sign up and say whatever age you want
Yes.
to get into certain parts of the game?
Yep.
So they're implementing technology that will scan their face.
Wow.
Or you upload a photo of yourself. That's it. You upload a photo.
And they'll tell you
And
whether
they will determine whether you are really older than 13 or not.
that's kind of scary technology.
It is. I mean, they said that they don't save any of these images or anything like that, which you have to just trust, you know? But it's like an extra layer of protection for parents and kids so that they can try to make sure people are.
Is that one of those games where the kid could click a button and all of a sudden the parent has just spent $20?
Probably. I mean, I think you can set it so they have to ask
Right.
permission. But yeah, for Robux.
Yeah.
Robux, yes, that's one of those. But I thought that was kind of cool because my kid plays Roblox all the time, and he was talking to someone, and I heard him, and I said, "Shut that off! You're not supposed to be on there." And he's like, oh, the kid's talking to me. And he's like, the kid wants to talk to you, Mom. And I said, no,
Yeah.
shut it off. Like, who knows who's on the other end?
Absolutely.
So anyways,
Wow.
love that.
Okay, let's do this. When we come back, let's talk sports.
Okay.
Because we've got a couple of exciting things to talk about in the world of sports, I think. And also, we need to talk about those Emmy nominations as well, because
Yeah.
Emmy noms are out. Most people are excited about all of them. I did see where a couple people felt like they were snubbed, as always.
Yeah.
Same old song and dance. But we'll have that for you when we come back with more right about now. Yes, everybody, welcome back. Chilling out, Max, and relaxing. Right about now,
What
happening.
did you just say?
Isn't that from Chilling Out, Max, and relaxing, all cool, all shooting some b-ball outside of the school? Yeah. I just did a little Will Smith.
You just were trying to
fresh
sneak that
trans-
in and not reference.
I didn't want to acknowledge. That's right. Didn't want to acknowledge anything. I just wanted to like be cool. Like,
called you out. on
like that's the
that.
way that guy talks. I just want to be like that guy.
Yes.
Funny. Yes. Speaking of basketball, I guess that's a segue, sort of.
Yes.
We could talk about the ESPY Awards.
Yeah.
Right?
That happened Wednesday night.
Yes.
Which the ESPYs, I don't always watch them, but I always like them because they're about sports, but they're more than that.
Yeah, it's a fashion show. It's like a runway show. Everybody who is anybody is there. It's kind of a mashup of pop culture and sporting news.
Yes, exactly. And I know sports a lot better than I know comedians.
Okay.
I
Hit
thought,
us with some sports knowledge.
I thought that the guy who plays for Oklahoma was hosting.
The guy who plays for the guy,
The
Shea
guy?
Gilgeous-Alexander?
Yeah, I thought that's who was hosting
Okay.
when they said, who is it? Shane
Gillis.
I'm like, why is he hosting? Is this like an honor to host the awards because you did so good?
You did so good, you get to host
You
the
get to
awards.
host. I totally thought
You're
that.
getting an award and you're hosting the awards.
Yeah. It's like,
Congratulations.
okay, cool. Then I realized, no.
Well, Shane Gillis, right? I've never really, a lot of people love Shane Gillis. I got to say, I've never really even watched anything that guy has done.
No, never heard
He's
of
got a
him.
show on Netflix right now called Tires that
Okay.
a lot of people like. And he was on SNL for like a hot second.
Okay.
And then I don't know if he was like let go, fired. There's a little bit of drama surrounding that, but I think all parties are sort of better for that.
Yeah.
However, I saw initially a lot of people thought his monologue and his opening remarks and everything were great. And then I woke up this morning and I read it was a little bit
There's some
controversial.
controversy.
Yeah.
Which is, I gotta think when you're a host, if you wake up and there's no controversy,
Right.
then maybe that's not
You didn't do it right.
Yeah.
You didn't understand
People
the
aren't
assignment.
talking
You
about
got to make people talk. That's
you
right.
were good, but also boring.
Yes.
So I
Can't
don't know
have
if this
that.
is completely a bad thing
Right.
for him.
Yeah, I mean, I think he was calling out. What I read was he was calling out a lot of sports teams for this or that, or
Yeah.
even like the whole like the NFL or the MLB or whatever, just calling them out. And of course, the people with deep pockets, powers that be, are going to have something to say about that.
We
But-
we find out like how much does he work after this to determine
Right.
how bad this really
Right.
was or not. He might get hired for the next gig now.
Yeah. You said you got some winners though. Who
Well,
took home awards?
Let me give you highlights. I
Okay.
have to say, I'm so happy, and I bet a lot of people are, to see Saquon Barkley.
Yes.
Taking home best play for sure.
Yeah. That
which-
hurdle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that hurdle went viral, and I think put him on the map in a huge way for the NFL.
Totally.
People who, whatever team he plays for.
Yeah.
What's he play for? Eagles.
Eagles.
Yeah.
And they're
See?
also the Super Bowl champs.
Oh,
though.
yeah, right.
So like they didn't hurt his
I was like,
case.
whoever he plays for is who I'm cheering for.
Yeah,
now.
for sure.
So he did get best play, which did he not recreate that move for Madden or something, some video game?
Probably.
I'm almost positive I saw a video of him doing that. What else did he take home though? He got what best? Where is it? I lost it.
Best
Best
lost it too.
athlete or something. Oh, here, best NFL player. So,
Yeah, best NFL player.
taking home a couple
Easy.
of awards. Very excited for him. Ilona Mayer.
Okay.
Do you know her?
What does she do?
She is a rugby player, and I
No.
believe she's the same one that was on Dancing with the Stars that had a big splash.
Yes.
Yeah, best breakthrough athlete. That was a really big deal. And you can see how excited she is, and she talks a lot about how one of the most rewarding things for her has been the girls that are coming up to her, or people in general, and just saying how much she has inspired them and so forth. No surprise that Simone Biles taking home best championship performance for her gymnastics all around.
And speaking of gymnastics, I think Suni Lee brought home some kind of best comeback
She
player.
did, because what she was battling something,
right,
a disease, and came back and was part of that Olympic winning team. And really excited for her. So best comeback athlete for Suni Lee. Lots of the awards, like the Pat Tillman Service Award. This is cool. So this is an example how it's not just about sports. The Pat Tillman Award for Service went to the LA County firefighters, David Walters and Aaron Reagan.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, really cool.
Yeah, so nothing really about sports there.
You mentioned earlier Shea Gilgeous-Alexander took home an award, also
While
hosted.
hosting.
Apparently. Yeah, it was a wild night for him.
Amazing. He got best athlete, and no surprise there. Oklahoma City Thunder. Not really thrilled about that they beat my Pacers. So
right,
whatever.
I knew you didn't like that.
He also took home best NBA player. Best WNBA player,
Caitlin Clark.
Now I just want to know who has a problem with that. I feel like she's always got...
It's always controversial. For some reason, her entering the league, made the people who are watching WNBA skyrocket. Like, there's so many people...
Yes.
More people paying attention to it now.
Totally.
But B, I feel like she's always embroiled in scandal somehow or something. And she either does it to herself or someone else is doing it to her. I don't know, whatever. There's a million sides to that story, but
it's unfortunate.
She's definitely, like you mentioned, she's a talking point.
Yeah.
So you never have to, after a game with the Indiana Fever, you don't have to wake up and be like, I wonder if Caitlin Clark made the headlines today. She did. Let me just tell you, she did.
Yeah, right. Yeah, she's done a lot for the game, so I think we can all be grateful for that.
For sure.
Best tennis player, Coco Gauff, and then Scotty Scheffler with best golfer. So, yeah, overall, I mean, you go online, you can find the headlines everywhere. There's a lot more to it than just that. Of course, the red carpet, there's plenty of people talking about that too.
Yes. And I really like to see that the game day crew, the college game day crew, honored the legacy of Lee Corso at the event, which is cool.
Yeah.
Because they were all there kind of just to say, well done, way to put a smile on people's face for however many decades you were a part of this show. So really cool stuff.
It was a good show.
Speaking of good show, you just mentioned show, and sticking with sports, we got to talk about this new Netflix show that is all about the SEC football. I think it's football from the trailer I watched anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So tell me about it, because I have not seen the trailer.
Okay. Well, first of all, I was upset about the trailer. Why? Because I watched it several times and I had to look to find any Arkansas Razorback anything on here. It is all of the I don't know why Arkansas always gets the shaft. I mean, Vanderbilt is literally featured in this thing. So I would imagine we're going to be in the actual show and just didn't make a whole lot of the footage for the trailer.
Yes, I'm looking at it now.
But so from the perspective of the trailer, at least this is what I gleaned. They talked about how a lot of these universities are set in smaller towns, and then for their football games, they've got 70, 90,000 people descending into, a town with a population half that size, right?
Yes.
And so I would be interested if they're going to dive into sort of the economy of that and what how those cities and towns have accepted or rejected in some cases, maybe what the sport brings to their city.
I'm actually really excited, even though I'm a Big Ten girl. I'm excited because I feel like anybody who knows anything about college sports, the SEC is a culture of their own,
right?
And they have a passion behind their love for sports that rival,
rival anything.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to get into the individual passions behind the fans of all the different teams. So you see the folklore or the lore, right? I mean, why do the Texas A&M Aggies have all the stuff? Why are their cheerleaders called yell leaders? Why do they shoot a cannon? Why do they have a core? With Florida, where did the chomp come from? Who is Mr. Two Bits? So, why do we sing Rocky Top when you're in Tennessee? Why are they the Volunteers, but they have a dog as their mascot? Like all of these questions and things that are, what is Ole Miss's identity? Are they Sharks? Are they Bears? Are they Rebels? Are they all three? And if they're all three, who is the highest in the pecking order? I got tons of questions.
Yeah,
I'm hoping that the show shed some light on that.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I'm excited to see, because as someone who's been on the outside and then came into this world, it's kind of like a whoa.
Yeah.
Like this is you guys do not mess around when it comes to your sports.
Right.
And my husband has some cousins that live in like Georgia.
Sure.
South Carolina, I don't know, somewhere down there. But we know what their passion is like. So it's going to be cool. And this is football. How much has Arkansas football really?
Well, do you want me to get into it? In current days, we haven't done a whole lot.
Yeah.
We've been a big old nothing burger, if I'm being honest. But yeah, but you don't even have to go back that far. You could go back to when Bobby Petrino was the head coach, which is what, like the 2008, 2009, 10?
Okay, yeah.
I mean, 15 years ago, we were relevant at that time.
Okay.
And then, that mishap happened and all that cover up and scandal and everything.
Yes.
But then, when I was growing up as a kid, when I was a youngster, when I was a kid, we were still in the Southwest Conference, which doesn't even exist anymore, right? And we were dominant in the Southwest Conference.
Okay.
We were the only team that wasn't in Texas. All the other colleges or schools were in Texas in the Southwest Conference. And then there was Arkansas over here, and we dominated all the time.
Okay. Huh.
The big rivalry was between us and the University of Texas,
Okay.
Texas University. So
surely that will be mentioned.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
And Arkansas won a championship in 1964. So we have a legacy of being very relevant in the game.
Mm-hmm.
In recent years, we're an afterthought in everybody's fall lineup of games they're going to watch. So So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe the show will help.
Who's the coach that's it? I know he's in one country song. They
Frank Broyles?
No,
An Arkansas coach?
No. Sorry.
Okay.
SEC coach. Everybody loves
Raymond.
No. No. You and these shows that
throwback shows that I pull out.
No, who's the guy? He just left. He just quit. He just retired.
Nick Saban.
Yes, Nick Saban.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I don't even know what he coaches, but I know his name.
Yeah, Nick Saban. You know who he is?
He's
Alabama. But before that, he was LSU. Like, he has history in the SEC, and before that, he was somewhere else and whatever. But he's been a coach for forever. And recently, I don't know, people are talking about how he wants to return to coaching, and then everybody's like, hear me out, Arkansas.
You made that up.
No, I saw it on Twitter. They'll say anything on Twitter.
Yeah, they will.
Okay, yeah, so that show's coming out. I'm sure our fans, people who are watching this show, people who live in Arkansas and the surrounding states, now Texas, Oklahoma, Missouri, we're all in the SEC, so people are going to be excited about that one.
Yeah, I'll be watching.
What else can we get into? You know what? Let's just take a break.
Okay.
Let's take a quick break, and we can gather our thoughts. We were so excited to share about that show and also the ESPYs. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back with more right about now in just a bit.
1, 2, 3, 4. Ariana Grande.
Welcome back, everybody. Doing a little right about now with Marcy Michaels. And right about now, we need to talk about some things. We got to talk about Ariana Grande.
Yeah, she's been in the news a lot lately, but now setting the record straight.
Okay. Well, before we get into the actual story.
Yeah.
So I forgot to say this. I went to the movies, obviously, a couple times recently, and they played the trailer for Christopher Nolan's the Odyssey, which
Okay.
isn't coming out for a whole year. But the interesting tidbit of this is somehow it's not online. You can only see it by going to see a movie right now.
Okay.
I'm sure it will eventually be online, and probably by the time this episode is out there, somebody has leaked it. But they tried to leak it initially, and it was all taken down by their parent company, distributors, whoever. So I found that interesting.
Yeah.
Also, when we went to see Jurassic World Rebirth, the trailer for Wicked for Good played. Yeah. Now, I've already seen it online, but to see it on the big screen was really cool. So seeing Ariana step back into the shoes of Glenda, exciting stuff. Yeah. Exciting time for her. But where does she stand? I think our story is we're going to focus on, like, she has come out and spoken about whether she is leaning more into acting. Is she still going to do music? Is she going to tour? What's the tea?
Yeah, I think a lot of her fans are just wondering, and they definitely are wondering, like, hey, you're doing a lot, especially with these new announcements that we're about to get into. You're doing a lot on the big screen. What about your music? Are you done? And she said, very silly of you all to assume that just because I have my hands full with many things that I plan to abandon singing and music, it is and has always been my lifeline. And, a reminder that Wicked is a musical. She is singing.
She's singing in it, for sure.
She is singing.
I know she's got upcoming stuff like Dr. Seuss's "Oh, the Places You'll Go."
With Josh Gad, and I think that's adorable.
Oh, yeah, and yes, and they've both now been in a musical, right? Josh Gad's an old Broadway guy.
Okay.
And then she's in the upcoming Meet the Parents sequel, too.
Yeah.
So I hear her fans calling it a question. I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
That's clocking to me. But
clocking?
Yeah. Have you seen this Justin Bieber viral sensation?
No.
Obviously not. Man, I'm going to explain that to you in a minute. Okay. But anyway, so she's saying she's going to do both. And you know what? I get it. Have a variety of things. If you're good at a variety of things, do them.
Yeah. You know who's a great example of this?
Tell me.
You.
Oh.
Yes.
Me.
Yes, because look at all the things that you do. Just because we see you on stage with a band does not mean we won't go back and see you on TV. And when we see you doing something for so long, I might be like, that guy's good. I'm going to see if he wants to do this on the side.
Thank you for saying that. That's really...
Of course. Well, you're
sweet.
You're very talented. You do a lot of hosting events, right?
Yes.
So it's not like you're saying, well, I'm done with this. No,
exactly.
It's kind of a compliment to what you're already doing. And, like anybody, you do something long enough, you do want to mix things up.
Right. And, you want a little bit of variety.
You want variety. She might want to take a break from singing because she's out of ideas.
Right.
She needs new things
Give
to
me
sing
a
about.
minute. Yes. Give me a minute and let me continue to keep, my creativity flowing while I go do this movie or while I go do this play or while I don't know, work on an art project, whatever she wants to do. I feel like Ariana is so talented. She could let's do it.
Exactly. So it's not to say that she won't come back, and it's not to say that you're not going to keep doing the things you do. But if you have new opportunities come up in ways you can use your talent, why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you step into that?
Yeah.
I totally agree with that. Right.
It's silly. People forget that celebrities are just like us.
Yeah, just like us. Okay, so here's the thing with Justin Bieber. This viral video came out of Biebs, and now he has actually used that, and I wondered if it was a promotional stunt. It's on his album that he sneak dropped earlier this week, the little clip of it. But it's like he got so frustrated with a paparazzi person that I don't think he said what he meant to say. First of all, it's an old expression to say, oh yeah, that clocks. Like, I understand what you're saying, or that tracks. Now we have changed that vernacular to that tracks.
I know tracks. Yeah.
People used to say that clocks. I clocked it. I clocked it meant I noticed it.
Oh.
Okay. So like if you're doing something, but like then your kid is over here misbehaving, and then your husband comes up to you later and is like, did you see what he was doing? He's like, yeah, I clocked it.
Oh,
that's how you use that expression.
It.
Yeah,
okay.
I caught it. I understand. I saw it happen.
Okay.
So Justin Bieber is standing outside talking to his paparazzi, and he says something to the effect of, it's not clocking to you. It's not clocking to you, is it, that I'm standing on business? And so the internet went nuts with like, what does that mean, standing on business?
Yeah.
He's not clocking to you? What are you talking about, Justin? I think my take on it is the dude was so frustrated that he's always, his whole life, had to deal with somebody putting a camera in his face that he's like, I am done with this. Just let me be a human for a minute.
Yeah,
Which I
yeah.
think is a good lesson.
Oh yeah.
So anyway, he clipped that and used it. He put it on his album, which I think is
I
really
love
funny.
that. Good for
A
him.
way to reclaim it.
Yes. Yeah. Joke's on you, pops.
Yeah.
Making money off.
So
of
that's what I
this.
meant when I said that.
Okay. You have to use it 3 times
you have
before it's officially part of your
Right
vocabulary.
before you clock it.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. All right. So there you go. So that's Ariana Grande. What else do we have? We have Emmys.
Emmys. Yeah.
Big news.
We
Yes.
are talking Emmys. So this happened earlier in the week. It was the nominations that were announced. And I'm sad to say, of these top nominated shows,
You haven't seen any of them?
I haven't seen any of them, and I've only heard of one of them.
Come on. These came out and I was like, of course it is. Of course it is. Of course it is.
No, I'm like, where's the bear? Where's Ted
yeah,
Lasso?
I know that. Well, Ted Lasso didn't have anything new this year.
See, I don't even know that because I'm so behind.
Right.
Okay, so we.
So you're thinking it's still current.
I know.
And it
I'm
ended like 3 years ago.
So what? Throw him a bone. It's still so good.
It's a new show. It just came
to
out.
me.
Yeah.
Apple TV Plus drama Severance is leading the nominees with 27.
I love
and then
that show.
the HBO crime drama, have you seen The Penguin?
Yes.
With 24.
Mhm.
Back to Apple TV Plus, The Studio.
Yep. I haven't watched that, but I heard great things. And that one was interesting because it was a comedy that picked up so many awards.
Okay. And then HBO's The White Lotus. Heard of that one?
Yeah.
Those two both have 23 nominations. So, yeah, I have not. The White Lotus, I want to see. Have you seen?
Yes.
You've seen, and it's worth.
Oh my gosh, it's so
obviously?
worth it. It's
Yeah.
very I think there's only 6 episodes per season, but just let me say that all of them are going to take you a couple days to digest.
Really?
Like there's just a lot going on.
Okay.
My daughter binge watched it and I was like, "How can you binge watch that?" After one episode, I was like, I need to sit on this for a day.
Yeah.
Like I got to think about what just happened.
Okay. Well, shoot. That'll be my next one because I'm almost done with Ted Lasso.
Okay.
Okay, so some fun facts. Kathy Bates making history at 77. She's the oldest woman nominated
Wow.
for a Primetime Emmy in the lead drama actress category.
What
And
was the news about Harrison Ford? I read something about
Harrison
him
Ford
too.
getting his first Emmy nomination at the age of 83. Is this because
Okay.
he's not really been in TV before?
Yes.
Yeah, we know him as
He's
a movie star.
right. He's in 2 shows right now. He's in Shrinking. What was he nominated for? Shrinking or
He was
Night-
nominated for Paul Rhodes in season 2 of Shrinking. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Shrinking.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's exciting for him. Noah Wiley snagging.
He's also in 1923 right now.
Oh, yes.
The Western drama on
Yeah, I'm
Paramount.
surprised he hasn't gotten one for that. Noah Wiley getting an Emmy nominee 26 years after ER.
Oh, what for? The Pit?
The Pit. Like, you know
Oh.
your stuff. Listen to you.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Do you watch it?
No, but it's on HBO, and I heard nothing but great things about it because it's another ER type drama.
Oh, gotcha.
So he
Okay.
returned to kind of his medical roots, and people really liked that show when
Yeah.
it came out. So.
That makes sense. Okay. So yeah, those are just a few highlights for you. I'm gonna give you just the nominees in the comedy series. You tell me who's gonna win.
Okay. Here we go.
Abbott Elementary, The Bear, Hacks, Nobody Wants This, Only Murders in the Building, Shrinking, The Studio, and What We Do in the Shadows.
Ugh.
Who's winning?
What were the last 4 you said?
Only Murders in the Building,
Okay.
Shrinking, The Studio, What We Do in the Shadows.
I want Shrinking to win. I
Okay.
don't think they will. I mean, okay, here's the Darlings, but I think they've already won. Only Murders in the Building is an Emmy darling. It's picked up several.
Yeah. Mhm. The Studio.
The Studio, I
Right.
think, might take it. It's never been out before, but I think people are really high on it right now, so I think it might win.
I don't think of comedy when I think The Bear. So
Yeah, I don't either. There was one more you mentioned. Oh, Hacks. Hacks has also won several. We do watch that show over on HBO, but I don't know that it's going to win again.
Yeah,
It'll win
okay.
something.
yeah, but maybe not. In the
Maybe.
category.
So that's, I don't know. I would go with The Studio. People love it right now.
Okay, well, the awards will be handed out in September.
Cool. Let's do this. We're kind of running short on time for this episode, so let's take a quick break. We'll come back, kind of wrap things up, send them off into the weekend. What do you say?
Sounds good.
All right, let's do that. We'll be right back. Yeah, everybody, welcome back. Right about now, Jason Suel, Marcy Michaels, sending you out with some kind of exciting news, I think. Here, Marcy, just dropped, hot off the presses. What do you say?
The presses.
Hot off the reel of, hot off the
Something, yes.
computer is
Yes.
honestly what it's hot off of.
Yeah.
Is this trailer for the next season and final season of Stranger
Final.
Things?
Have you watched all 4 seasons up to
Yes.
now? Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, you can see it now, officially out, and it's been what, a 3-year wait, I think.
Yeah.
That we've been waiting for this final season, and you still gotta wait because it's not actually the season's not going to drop until November 26th. That's just the first part of it.
Right.
The second part will come on Christmas Day, and then you get to wait a little longer for the final episode, which will be on New Year's Eve. Very strategic with the way that they're releasing
I
that.
know, I
think
agree.
it's smart, but I am down for it because those are all times you're going to be with friends and family, so why not have a watch party? I think it's cool, but
So we've all watched this as a family. Yesterday when this came out, I wasn't at home, but I texted everybody on our group chat and I said, the gang looks older and kind of bizarre, but I'm still pumped. And it's because, okay, their haircuts look weird.
yeah.
And they are so much older than the little kiddos that we started with. I know they've done some things here, as you see in the trailer, to still make them look relatively young.
Yeah.
But they're not. I mean, I don't know. They've got to be almost 20 now, 21.
Yeah. I
They're
mean,
knocking
11
on-
got married.
Right.
In real life.
23. I mean, it's wild.
Yeah.
So, did you watch any of this yet?
Yeah, so I watched at least the first season, maybe the second, way back when it first came out.
Okay.
It's Hawkins, Indiana, right?
Yeah.
Which is, I'm from Indiana.
Of course.
So total appeal. My neighbors were really into it, but then it just kind of fell off. When you
Yeah.
have such big breaks between shows, kind of forget about it.
I wonder, and obviously they're making a big deal out of this one, but I wonder if a 3-year break, like what is the tipping point? What is the
Mhm.
threshold? What is the event horizon where you're like, you know what, we waited too long.
Yeah.
Now we learned our lesson.
But I think Stranger Things was just so big that they knew that they weren't going to lose.
Yeah.
People would come back, and maybe they wanted these kids to grow up a little
Right.
too.
I wonder though, how is it going to end? What are we going to be satisfied with this ending? Are we going to get, a universally panned ending where they're like, that was like Lost.
Yeah.
I needed more from that. Hopefully not. The folks who make this show have done nothing but knock it out of the park so far, so we'll see.
Well, I smell an ending that is
I thought
going
you were going to say an Emmy.
an Emmy. Yeah, well,
Like,
maybe.
we got to wait. We got to wait till next year.
I smell an ending that is going to lead us to believe a sequel is coming.
At least a spin-off of some
Or a
type.
spin-off, not a sequel.
Right?
A sequel, a spin-off. Yes,
Yes,
that's what
I mean,
meant.
there's going to be some kind of like
Yeah, because this is too successful of a show like
Right.
Yellowstone.
there's
Too
going to be some kind of
successful.
character, or there's going to be an adjacent story, or we're going to hop
Someone's-
into a different timeline. Somebody gets stuck in a alternate universe, and we got to go track their story down.
And it's not going to be Millie Bobby Brown. She's too big.
No, yeah,
She's gone.
no. It could be one of their younger siblings. I don't know.
Yeah.
I
No,
got
but
all kinds of ideas for you.
You hear it right here first. We're calling it.
We're calling it. We
It
are calling it.
clocks.
It clock.
It clocks?
Yeah, sure.
We clocked
Is
it.
it clocking
It
to you?
clocked.
Did you clock that?
I clocked it.
All right. We're clocking. We're standing on business. That's right. Hey, we'll be back next week with more of this show. Can't wait to see you then. And as we say every week, you can't be right about everything, but you can be right about now. That's it. We'll see you, everybody.